Hello, welcome to my another video. This video is about Singleton Design Pattern. Like my earlier videos regarding design patterns, I will briefly discuss about what this pattern is and when to use it and what is the advantage of this Singleton Design Pattern, and finally I will show a brief implementation in CSharp language. So what is this? This is a creational design pattern and it ensures that a class has a single instance throughout the entire lifecycle of the application. So you will have only one instance in your application. So you will never have more than one instance of a class. When to use? When there is a need to control access to some shared resources, for example, a database instance. In your application, you may need to create a database instance which will be used across entire application, and it will help maintain consistency. Second, provide a global access point to the instance. So from your application, you can access to that particular instance from anywhere in your application. Advantages: class has only one instance throughout the lifecycle of the application, global access point to that singleton instance, and singleton instance initialized only when it is requested for the first time, and in the later time when this instance already exists, it will use from the cache. Alright, now I am going to show you a brief implementation of this singleton design pattern. For this pattern to implement, you will need only one class which will behave as a singleton. So singleton, as its name suggests, it will have only one instance, as I mentioned earlier. So this class will have a private constructor so that no other class can create a new instance using the constructor, and it will have a private variable, static variable, and a private static method which will use this private constructor inside the class to create the instance after checking whether this instance has been already created or not. So the structure of this class will be like this. Very simple. Here the class is sealed class because a sealed class prevents to be inherited from another class. So this singleton class will not be inherited from another class. And it has a private constructor, singleton constructor. It has a private static method, and here inside the static method, it is checking the instance if it is already created. If not, create the instance with this using this private constructor and return the instance. And in the program class or from the client class or from anywhere in the class, we will create this instance using this method, this static method from this class. So here, first time it is calling the get instance method and it is getting the null because instance hasn't been created yet. So it will create a new instance and return that instance and kept that instance into S1. In the second line, it is calling the get instance method again, and this time the instance is already available and it will not be created again, and it will return the already created instance. So here in the checking, if S1 and S2 is the same instance, then it will throw a message that the instances are the same, otherwise different instances. So this is very simple. If I run this application now, the message is showing the same instance because the S1 and S2 is actually they are actually the same instance, and S2, even it is calling the get instance method, it is not creating the instance since we have already instance available. So in this way we can actually maintain the single instance throughout the entire application, throughout the lifecycle of the application. So it is very helpful when we need some resources that is required to have only one instance to maintain consistency.